Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Well, hey everybody, he goes by Locker Gnome on the internet, and you may have seen this bloke all over the place, but he's best known, I think, for offering tech advice and suggestions, hosting conferences, running online communities. He's been on TV a ton, and not to mention all over YouTube. Chris Pirillo. Chris, great to have you, man.
Thank you. It's good to be here in the same place that I usually am. Just, I mean, remotely, of course, with the Skype.
Connected
Yes.
mutually through the power of the internet.
It's my social life.
Well, first up, congratulations, man. I just saw that you had 5 years on YouTube.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. Even in the video that we had uploaded, because it takes a team to be Chris Pirillo, seemingly. The video we uploaded, I noted that you know, I've certainly been doing videos a lot longer than YouTube has been around. But yeah, you know, 5 years on YouTube, I'd say is a pretty nice anniversary to celebrate with a regular publishing schedule.
Absolutely. Now, you said videos, you know, back in the day, you actually had to download the video, the entire thing first. Do you remember the very first video that you downloaded?
You know, it's funny. I have backed up like the videos that I've downloaded. Like, I don't know why I have them archived, because, you know, they've been copied a billion times over on YouTube. Things that I never thought I'd be able to get again. And now it's so funny how quickly I can access them. I mean, to the point where I don't even really back up media anymore, because I know that I could probably find something on YouTube just as quickly as I could try to navigate it on a, you know, local disk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's all online. I think the very first video that I downloaded, I'm trying to remember, but I think it was over a 14.4 modem. It took about 7 hours, and it was just the theme song to the cartoon Pinky and the Brain.
You know, I never really got into, what was it? It was the Warner Brothers. It was the tune. What was it called? What was the show?
Animaniacs.
Animaniacs. Thank you.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was crossing that over with the we're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony, and in this cartoony, we're invading your TV. That was Tiny Toons. I think it was a completely different show. You know, if there's a first video, it's probably like an animated GIF. I really, I'm struggling to remember. You know, I certainly remember the set of the first videos that, you know, I watched after downloading, but I can't remember the first one. I really can't. I mean, it's been so long.
For you, it's been over 100 million views on your channel. I mean, I don't know what the sense is that you've got, but there's got to be some sort of some sort of emotion that takes place when, you know, you could pretty much sing the DuckTales theme song, and there's potentially 175,000 people that are going to listen.
DuckTales, woo! Na, 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 DuckTales, woo! Okay, so it's...
What do you think the coolest thing so far is about having a platform where you know that many people actually can hear what you have to say?
Well, first of all, let me just say it's sad that I remember the theme song. Not the lyrics specifically, but I never really got into DuckTales. I wasn't even, you know, into, what was it, Chippendale Rescue Rangers, I think.
Oh, come on, man. That was the stuff. Chippendale.
No, dude. I remember Duckula. That's how, you know, I could probably go even older than that. You know, Duckula ran, it was like a Saturday morning cartoon. I don't even know if they still play cartoons on Saturday mornings. Either way, yeah, 100 million views on YouTube. You know, the thing is, it's still a nice benchmark, you know, to measure yourself against, you know, other people who produce content online. But I was, you know, pushing those types, well, not exactly 100 million types of numbers, you know, way back in the day, but certainly publishing online before there were, you know, vehicles like YouTube. And we're talking, you know, mid to late 90s, you know, we had different sets of frustrations, but still, you know, being able to, you know, publish something even to an audience of 1,000 was, you know, a pretty big hurdle to overcome. So, you know, and I can't even say that, you know, publishing videos to YouTube, every video that I publish does not resonate with people who follow me regularly. But that doesn't mean that there's no value in the content that I'm pushing out there, because I try to make that content I guess, valuable to me if I'm going to put it, on, a place like YouTube. There are times that I've pushed videos to Flickr or, out to Twitter or Facebook when I wasn't sure how well they'd fly with YouTube. I don't know why. I mean, not that I see those audiences as different audiences, but it's when I put something out there, I just expect that it's going to resonate with somebody, because I felt the I guess the pull to put it online, to the point where, and I use this as an example, I've recently come out of the container as an adult fan of Lego. And that's my phrase, by the way, for it. Lego has not sanctioned that in any way, shape, or form. But
I think you need a nickel every time that's said.
I'd probably be a billionaire. Certainly not, producing videos on YouTube. So, I put this video recording of the Lego AT-AT. That's how I've always said it. Some people say, "Oh, you call it an AT-AT? Haha, it's AT-AT." Well, I know it's an all-terrain armored transport, but I always called it an AT-AT. So screw you if you don't say it the same way. So, because they never actually said it in the movies, it says, "Sir, the AT-ATs are coming." No, they never said that, right? Anyway, I put the video onto the YouTube channel, thinking it was fun, and a lot of people who are a part of the quote-unquote community really hated it. And, come to find out, several 100,000 views later, that a lot of people liked it. They just weren't necessarily a part of my regular old community. So, I put videos online because I find that I'm interested in sharing what it is that I have to say. And that's not always directly related to technology, which it tends to be my core audience, just because I'm generally interested in technology. I've been watching the trends for a long time, to the point where some people don't even know that I once hosted a TV show. Some people have only known me for the past 6 months, and only because I pushed a video up to YouTube. And to them, YouTube is much more relevant than quote-unquote traditional media. I mean, at one point in time, I was doing video segments for CNN, and I cannot think of a single person who's a part of my community that really caught on to what I was doing because of CNN. CNN had virtually no pull. I had to push most of the attention and traffic to the stuff that I was doing with CNN.com. And, it's just interesting how these modes have shifted. There are people on YouTube who, have got certainly far more views than I do, with fewer videos. Some have done, far better than I have. But it's interesting to see some people posting their whole lives on YouTube. And I haven't gone that far. I've live streamed stuff from my home office and still do. I'm doing it now. Say hi to everybody.
Yo.
Don't worry. They're right now they're talking about Windows 8 and they're geeking out on their own. It's it's life. Ultimately we have, our own lives we have to worry about, and our own interests that we're chasing. And YouTube allows us that opportunity to tune into quote unquote television on our own terms. There's some people who are famous for being famous. I mean, they've done nothing, right? They're just doing stuff online, and I've never, really pursued that. For me, it's changing lives. It's being interested in something and sharing that passion with everybody else. And YouTube's afforded, tremendous opportunity in the sense that the groundswell of users, who can find you through YouTube, certainly it's easier to find the audience there than it is to do what we had to do back in the day, where we had to rely either on traditional media channels or trying to generate attention and interest by way of just a regular old website. And it's not as easy as, or I should say, it's easy in some ways, and it's also more difficult in the ways that it's easy because everybody's doing it. I think there was a statistic. Sorry, there was a Skype flub there. That wasn't me slurring my words. No, actually, it was me slurring my words. There's a statistic suggesting that I think 3 out of every 4 videos to YouTube are ignored. and that doesn't surprise me. It's easy to get the word out, to establish a voice, but it is tremendously difficult to maintain that momentum over the long haul. It's extremely difficult.